Hello race fans and welcome back to Gravity Throttle Racing. You are here for Group 2 of the Baja Bouncer Invitational. Yes, that is our Berkshire locomotive, and after undergoing some minor maintenance, it will be back up for the next race.
Race fans, that is our color analyst, Aaron Take, and this is Richard Gere.
Richard WD-40 Gere III.
Aaron, they don't need to hear my full name. Let's talk about now some of the improvements made to these trucks. Last week, it was Eager Beaver that had a tightening of the suspension and that weight that you see below. Now, this week, Puff had his spare tires removed and weight was added below for better balance. How about Ross Sungod? Well, he had his tires removed as well.
And I will fill you in momentarily about the starting scoring. But for now, let's take a look at the number 4 seed. On the inside lane is DRT 3K Racing, and that is Sam Hall from Oregon. Puff, the number 29 seed from Massachusetts, is in lane number 2. And the number 30 seed from Colorado is Ross Sungod. He's driving the number 79 Baja Bouncer. And then all the way, the Aussie from New South Wales, Australia, Wamburl is Cut Rocker, and that's Mark D in the number 59. Puff and Ross Sungod will begin with -3 because of improvements made to their Baja Bouncers.
Thank you, Aaron. All right, ladies and gentlemen, race 1 is about to begin, and we have a surprise. An extra drone camera coming right toward the action with the lights yellow. And there we go, the green lights. Up over the creek jump. Oh my goodness, Ross Sungod has already crashed out. Coming down, it looks like a wonderful drift by the Wamburl man. That is Cut Rocker. He has a lead, but look at Sam Hall is hauling his way down on the right side of the runway, and he's going to pass. Mark D around the big, quite a little tangle there around the big U, and down the scrambler they go, and it's going to be Puff.
Hey.
Coming in for a second place finish.
Hey, somebody tell the crew to get that timer back on. All right, race fans. Check out very carefully. Ross Sungod just tips on his side right over the small jump. It's a very tight race. Take a look at the action around the big U. You gotta credit here what Sam Hull is doing to maintain first place down the scrambler. And after all of that, it is Puff sneaking in past Mark D. He is now 0, and Mr. Sam Hall has the lead with 4.
Yeah, Aaron, that was very impressive, and I'm sure Puff is excited. He's wiped away his deficit. Lights are yellow. Cut Rockers on the inside, and DRT 3K right next to him. Oh my goodness! Ross Sungod just played on the balance beam and fell off. He's stuck in the snow. Here comes Puff, over drifting a bit, getting stuck a bit around the Mesa Butte drift. And Sam Hall has the lead. There's Mark D, but Sam Hall just careens down and around the big U first. Cut Rocker is in second. That's Mark D, and then Sam Hall is tipped over. Oh my goodness, what a pileup! And here comes Mark D backing in for first place. And here comes Puff for second. What a crazy finish.
And let's begin now with the Are You Tracking replay. Look at the outside lane. Ross Sungod is just on his side, on the left side, tipping over on the right side. There's a battle going on between Mark D and Puff, and look at how Mark D is closing him out. However, neither of them react in time to the accident ahead. Sam Hall on his back turtling, and Mark D comes through with 4 points. He has the lead with 6, and Puff is now up to 3.
Aaron, I'm starting to feel bad for Raw here. Ross Sungod has 2 DNFs so far. He's closest to us. Lights are yellow. Let's see how he fares now over the jump for race number 3. Good start by DRT 3K, and wow! Ross Sungod was, now you see me, now you don't. He's gone. Over drifting, and look at, nice job by Puff, but he's not able to get by Sam Hall. Sam's got the lead through the S-turns. Woo! And that was quite a pivot there by Puff. Once again, Sam Hall has the lead around the big U. He's over but in, and wow, that was close for a second. We're going to have to go to the replays, and let's think really positive thoughts for Ross Sungod, who is in lane 2, and, well, so far so good, and he's pulled out in the lead this time. Okay, there he goes, down the Joker lane. Nice drifting by Cut Rocker, but he spins out, and so does Sam Hall. This leaves Puff and Raw in first and second place, and are they both going to finish? Puff is looking very fast. I think those improvements have done him well as he's coming along. He does tip over, but comes in first, and there's Ross Sungod in second place.
Yay for Ross Sungod. Now, the backup timer tells us that Puff comes through just under 24 seconds. And look at that, Ross Sungod, 25:32. One of the reasons we're having trouble is that sensor is just a little too low for these high trucks. Now let's go back to the instant replay, and you'll see here that Mark D slides out, but indeed so does Sam Hall. So both of them sort of left themselves stranded without really killing each other's chances. And this is good news for Puff, as he comes down the track taking first place. The man with a deficit of 3 points is leading as we go into the halftime.
Harvey, oh, Billy, hold my beer, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have invited the Eager Beaver and Chicken George to play a brand new game we call
Marble Soccer.
Thank you, Aaron. In one lane, we see 2 blue marbles, and in the other lane, 2 green ones. And the objective of the game is to get your marble, one of them, past the finish line before the other driver. What is Billy doing on the track?
He says he's going to catch the marbles so nobody wins.
Yeah, just like he caught Roundlow. Okay, so in DR, that's Chicken George has the green marble, and the Eager Beaver in the blue marble, and Beaver has a little lead here. There is one green one, just right behind the blue marble, and here they come. What happened to the green one? Well, ooh, the blue one just took out Billy. I think the Eager Beaver's gonna win. Here comes his marble. Congratulations to the Eager Beaver.
You'll never guess what happened to Billy.
Did he actually catch a marble?
No, he caught Chicken George.
Oh boy.
Race fans, for the second half of racing, the train jump, scoring will be 2 points if they jump ahead of the train, 1 point for jumping over the train, but 0 if they miss.
And every driver will have 2 opportunities. Right now in the first race, it's Raw in lane 3 and Mark D in lane 4. There goes the green light as we are already underway for race number 5. Oh my goodness, and Raw Sun God is tipped over on his side in the snow once again. Look at that amazing drift by Mark D. That's going to put him in the lead. 1 point for jumping over the train. Look at how far ahead he is now. This is going to bode well for his score if he can finish. And this is exactly why the train jump is here. It's critical. He's sliding around, but coming through. And Puff takes second. Sam Hall takes third.
The good news, race fans, is that Raw does not have a negative number as his score. But the bad news is he continues to find ways to crash in the snow. Now, to the contrary, Mark D pulls off an amazing drift. Now take a look at Sam Hall on the inside in the Joker lane, coming around ahead of Puff. There is 1 point that Mark D collects for crossing the train, but Puff continues, and on the runway is right there. Notice how he closes the gap and is making life even more difficult. Onto the scrambler, a little slip up by Sam Hall, and Puff takes the advantage. He's got 13 points, and so does Mark D. Sam Hall moves up to 10, but Raw is still stuck at 0.
Yeah, I feel bad for Raw Sun God here. He's on the outside lane. One more chance to cross the train. There's the green light, and we're going to wish him the very best. It's been very raw for him, unfortunately, as Sam Hall pulls out in the lead on the Joker lane. That's nice. Puff has got a drift over drifts, but hey, it looks like Raw collects himself. Maybe he crossed the train. Sam Hall, man, I'll tell you what, he has been fast, and once again, he's pulling out ahead. I see in the background Mark D in second place. Oh, it's a close one, and Mark D takes second. I think that was third place to Puff. And fans, this is the all-critical race number 7. I don't want to ignore Raw on the inside, but it is a 3-horse race. The light is green, and off we go. Look at the 2 outside lanes. Unfortunately, we lost Raw once again in the snow as Sam Hall holds the lead and has a good drift. He is backwards, but so appears Puff. Over the train he goes. Whoa, just about loses it, but look at him hold on. And here comes here comes Puff. What a battle between him and Mark D. Sam Hall doesn't mind that battle because he's going to continue down and come across in first place. In second place will be Mark D, and Puff will take third.
And race fans, in super slow-mo are you tracking? We're going to watch Raw Sun God just bounce around and buck his own horse right off the track. His suspension is perfectly tuned for crashing. Meanwhile, Sam Hall and Puff both cross the train for an extra point. And coming down first, Sam Hall will get 5 more points. And ladies and gentlemen, with the 7th race in the books, we have a 3-way tie at 19.
If you own a brown onesie or a brown flight suit, now is the time to put it on. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Just ask a test pilot. As the race has begun, here we go. Oh no, Cut Rocker Mark has fallen behind. So has Raw. There's Mark in the background. I don't see him now. And Puff is coming around beautifully. And there's Sam Hall. Still, we do not see Mark D. Puff is spinning around. Is he going to finish? Here comes Sam Hall around the big U, and we do not see Mark D. If these two can finish, they will move on, and they both do. Wow.
All right, well, race fans, let's go to the instant replay. Take a look at Raw. He's bouncing around, and Mr. Mark D gets caught behind too. We'll take another look at that. There's a funny stop by Raw. Mark D rides up on the side of the snowbank, and that slows him down. Now let's watch Raw Sun God here. It looks like he just gets stuck and caught with something in the snow. Meanwhile, as they make their way around the right turn, check out Mark D come up and get off the track, and he just comes to a stop. The race finishes with Puff and Sam Hall finishing and tying with 23 points. They will move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed Group 2 of the Baja Bouncer Invitational. We want to take a minute and thank Mark D, Cut Rocker Racing, as well as Ross Sungod in Colorado. Thank you for participating. Group 3 is coming up the next time we see you. Vapor Racing, Tiny Track Cars, Dubious Diecast, and Elbows Out Racing.
Are you tracking?